Hello there everyone, Stormy Strike here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you my Briar West 2019 haul. This is not all of it. I do have some more horses to show you, and I'm actually filming this on the Saturday of Briar West, so I may even have a couple more models I'll end up buying at the swap meet, so I'll film those separately and add that at the end of this video. As always, I don't intend to buy as much as I do, but I just somehow end up buying lots of things. I don't know how this happens, it just happens. I really did come to Briar West with the plan of only buying maybe a few things and really not spending much money or bringing much home because there isn't a lot of room in our rental car and things like that. But no, I found things I had to have, and so here we go. I actually have a bit of a pre-Briar Fest haul to show you. This was stuff that I got on Thursday before we even got to Albany, Oregon, where Briar West is being held. So I'm going to show you those things. First up are two t-shirts I got at a thrift store. Actually, most of this stuff is from the thrift store except for the Stablemates and the little dinosaur I'm going to show you. But otherwise, all this stuff was from thrift stores. So I got a unicorn shirt and a horse shirt. And I got these Stablemates and a little Collect Day dinosaur. These were all the little blind bag ones, and I got them at a store in Roseburg, Oregon that was selling Breyers. So in the Collect Day blind bag, I got this little Velociraptor, which is pretty cool. It actually is a really neat sculpt. I think it would actually be something kind of fun to repaint at some point. It's pretty nicely detailed for this little thing, and they were pretty cheap too. And then he also came with a little card. For these Stablemates, I was trying to get the Albarozos, both the regular, and I was hoping to get the Chase, because when I filled the bags, I thought this one was an Albarozo, when as you can see, it is not. It's the pink Arabian Unicorn Stallion. But that's okay, because I'm pretty sure I don't have this one yet. And then I got the two Albarozos, which I'm really excited about because I do not have any of the Albarozo unicorns yet, and I think they are just absolutely gorgeous. I think the color and the paint job on these guys is just really amazing, and the sculpt translates to plastic really well. I know they've been out for a while, but I'm just really excited because I had yet to get any of them. Because when they're being sold at Briar Fest, they're usually kind of expensive because everyone was buying them to customize and stuff, so everybody wanted these molds. Now they're a little bit easier to find. And behind them are random little toys I got in little bags of toys from the thrift stores. This one I was really excited about because it is Oddball from 102 Dalmatians, and she's just like a little action figure. Super cute. This was one of my childhood favorite movies was 102 Dalmatians, and I especially loved like little cartoon renditions of Oddball. I just really loved her. There's a little mermaid dog. I can't recall his name right now. A little older safari lion cub. I know what these are because I have a bunch of them actually somewhere. Possibly. I don't think I got rid of them. But they're like little fire and ice dragons or something like that, I think. I don't know. I have a bunch of them though. And then I don't know what this guy is, but I thought he was really cute and funny. He's just kind of like a dopey looking little dragon guy. Back here is a really cool safari glow-in-the-dark dragon. It's a pretty neat looking figure. And this last dragon I was really surprised to find is actually a dragon pet, which I have bought dragon pets years and years ago, when I believe the people and company that makes them kind of were pretty new still. So I have a few of these dragon pets, and so I thought it was cool to get another one to add with the other ones that I have, because this one has different colors from the couple that I do have. And lastly, for my pre-Briar West haul, is a dolphin picture. I know the artist, I just can't think of her name right now. Maybe I'll throw it up on screen. But I love this picture, I've seen it online before and stuff, and so I was excited to find it in like a nice print. Now we'll move on to my Briar West official haul, which is Thursday night in the room sales. Now the Briar West room sales isn't like Briar Fest where there's just rooms and rooms and rooms open, but there were a few rooms open this year, which is pretty cool, I think. So I guess we'll start with the Stablemates. First up here is a dappled gray G1 drafter who is really adorable. I have like one, maybe two on this mold already, but I wanted to get more, and I thought this guy was just super duper cute. I really like him. And then to continue the unicorn trend, I think these are actually the first things I bought. I don't remember. But someone was selling I believe this is the Series 2 unicorns. So I ended up with another Alborozo unicorn. But this is the turquoise and gold one, who actually is really pretty. I didn't like him as much when I saw photos of him, but in person he is actually a really cool looking model. And next to him here is wow, I'm blanking on mold names right now. But this girl, the beautiful purple and black unicorn who I knew I just had to get the moment I saw pictures of this one come out. She may look a little blue on camera right now. I'm not sure if she's actually much more purpley. She is really, really pretty. I love her coloring. It is just gorgeous. So I ended up with 5 unicorn stablemates. And then another stablemate I got here is a Spirit from Spirit Riding Free. These were also from the little like blind bags for Spirit. I'm not 100% sure if I already have him, but I'm pretty sure I don't, because I'm pretty sure the one I bought from Briar Fest was on the other Mustang mold. I think he is really cute. And he actually doesn't look too much like the Spirit Riding Free one, because he doesn't have much of a blaze on his face. Like, it's not really that noticeable. You can kind of see that there's supposed to be a blaze there, but it's not really defined. So I could almost like paint a dorsal stripe on him and he could look a little bit more like the other Spirit from Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron. Alright, let's move on to some of the bigger horses. So this is a glossy family Arabian Mare. I got this girl because I have the glossy charcoal family Arabian Stallion. I don't believe I have the full, but he needs a glossy mare to go with him. So I got this girl. She is body quality, but that's okay with me because she's really just going to be a shelf model to go with the glossy family Arabian Stallion. And then we have some dogs that I'm super excited about. I got these two from Christina Dials. I hope I pronounced your last name right. I am so sorry for being so terrible at pronouncing names. But I also recommend you guys check out our YouTube channel because it's really awesome. And all 4 of these Breyer dogs I'm going to show you I got from her. So this is Benji and Tiffany, which are absolutely adorable. I knew before that they had a Benji model, I believe, but I didn't really notice that they had Tiffany also. And it was just kind of recently that I noticed that Breyer made a Benji and Tiffany. And so I really wanted one, especially when I saw both of them at a show not long ago. I was really excited to find out that Christina had them and could bring them to Briar West, so I bought them from her. And I am just so happy about them. They are so incredibly cute, and they really remind me of my family's dogs that we used to have. I just had to get them. They're really, really adorable. And then the other Breyer dogs I got, this one was actually kind of a little bit more of a purchase from my mom, but I mean, I like him too. I actually don't know if I have a plastic Breyer Basset Hound. I know I have a Basset Hound, the China version of it that was actually done by a different company. But this is a new in-box Basset Hound, and he even has a cute little bed. He is really quite adorable. And right now I'm really on a Breyer dogs kick, especially for the bigger ones that are not the regular scale of the smaller dogs that go with the traditionals. Although I do really like those too. I have a handful of those already as well. I'm kind of on a Breyer bigger animal kick right now. I actually went back into the room a second time to buy this guy from her because I just kind of fell in love with him for some reason. Again, I'm on a Breyer dog kick right now. Also, I'm really sorry if my camera keeps focusing on the background. I'm not really sure why it's doing that, and it's kind of hard to tell if it is or not on my little tiny screen here, so bear with me. But this guy, I don't know why he just stood out to me. She had a couple other boxers too that were really cute, but this one was especially speaking to me, and I just had to get him. I thought he was really adorable. I really like his coloring. He's kind of like a bit of a brindle, but like not too extreme. I believe he's like from the 90s. I am just really happy with him. He is just so cute. So I believe that was my Thursday night haul then. This stuff right there. And then we'll go over to my Friday haul, or part of my Friday haul, because some of it is not here right now. But this is my Friday haul. So also from the room sales on Friday night, I got a bunch of mini winnies, which I'm really excited about because I have some plans to do different things with mini winnies, and so I'm really excited to have some mini winnies to both add to my collection and maybe do other stuff with. And then I bought these other 5 things at one of the vendors at Briar West, or at the Horse Expo, I should say. So this little set, I don't feel like trying to look up the name right now, but I'll put it on the screen. This little set I have seen for a long time. I've seen it at Briar Fest a few times, and like new in the box for sale for pretty cheap. I guess I've mostly just seen it at Briar Fest. But the point is, I've actually seen it like a couple times and have gotten like pretty close to buying it and never did. And my mom was actually the first one to point it out to me. She's like, "Oh, that is so cute, you need to get that." And I was like, "Yeah, I probably should." Finally caved in and bought this set. It is just super cute. It is a Native American doll and her horse, which is a Splash, which I do love Splash paints. And he's even got a little bridle and a little blanket. A really, really adorable set. Next is this handsome guy, who is a JCPenney special run Adios model, and I absolutely love him. He is one I also almost bought in 2017 at a Breyer, kind of like a Breyer Swap Meet vending thingy at a show in Norco. And I almost bought him from someone, but I also had like bought a ton of other stuff at the time, and I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't be buying anymore. So I didn't buy him, and I kind of regretted it because I realized that he's rather hard to find. He doesn't really pop up for sale too often. He's not really worth a lot, but I just don't really see him out for sale much. So I'm really happy that I went ahead and bought him. He is really gorgeous, and his condition is actually really fantastic. He has a couple little ear rubs from being moved around, but otherwise he is absolutely gorgeous. I am super duper in love with him, and I am so glad to add him to my collection of Adios models. He's super, super gorgeous. I'm very, very happy about him. Another thing that I almost bought in the past and then didn't, and so now I'm buying it now. This is the Fun in the Sun Breyer puzzle thing. There's a bit of a story behind this, is that Treasured Move and Dakota, is that her name? I believe it's her name. Treasured Move and Dakota were like kind of the first Breyers that really, really got me into collecting, because I had some Christmas money and I went to the tack shop that sells Breyers. I was already kind of collecting Breyers, but I just had like a couple of vintage ones that my mom already had, and I had like one from an antique store, and I was still kind of not really into it yet. I was getting there though. And so anyway, they were the first 2 models I bought with my Christmas money. I had like $50, so I bought Treasured Move and Dakota. Or no, I had more than that. I had like $100 because I brought Treasured Move, Dakota, a Western saddle set, a trail riding set, and a blanket for them, and that basically got me really into collecting Breyers. And at the time, my mom had like looked up the models, we were kind of looking them up to see like if we knew more about them. I found out that there was a swishtail version of her, and then we also found out that this existed, and I thought, oh, that's kind of cool that there's a little mini version of her. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on about this story. That's really the only point I had. Basically what I'm saying is, I bought this set because it gives me nostalgia, and I really wouldn't mind having a little miniature version of Treasured Move, because this model does have a lot of sentimental value for me, and I think the puzzle is just cool. I also have another Breyer puzzle. I can't remember which one. Maybe someday I'll put them together, and I don't know, I'll do something. So the last model I got from that vendor thing at Briar West is this girl. Oh my gosh, I am so in love with her. So this, I'm gonna put it on screen for you guys so I don't make a complete fool of myself. But this is a flocked Clydesdale mare, but she is a vintage flocked Clydesdale mare. I'll put more information on the screen or something because I don't want to say something and it'd be totally wrong. And I've seen this particular girl around a bit, and I've always liked her. I never really thought I was going to ever get one of her because they're generally expensive, especially in really nice condition, and just not very easy to find. I believe this was actually Stacy Quick's model. She was selling her for really cheap because she is in such poor condition. She has a lot of rubs. Her flocking is like coming off in a lot of areas. She's missing a little flower thing on her bob. Her bridle needs a little bit of adjusting and stuff. But yeah, she's not really in the best conditions. I'm totally fine with just keeping her as a model as my collection. I don't care anything about showing her. I just love her because I think she is so pretty. She has a mohair mane and tail. And I'm just in love with her. She is so pretty. And in a way, I kind of like that she's messed up, so I don't have to worry too much about trying to upkeep her flocking or anything. So she's just going to be a nice little model to add to my collection. I do have 3 more horses that I got to show you for my Friday haul, but I'm going to jump real quickly to a part of my Saturday haul just because it's sitting right here. But these are little model horse racks that were actually given to me. But I'm going to put the information here so you can contact them if you are interested in your own. Thank you so much for gifting me this. So here's the shout out for them. So these are just little expandable model horse racks. And if you don't know like what the little model horse show holders or racks or whatever you want to call them are, they're basically little things. They come in all kinds of different forms and shapes and sizes. But basically you use them to put your models in so that they don't fall over either on your shelves or at a show or whatever. I have a little stablemate one here, which how cute is that? And it's just really cool. I'm really excited about these. And then here's I believe this is like traditional classic scale one. And there you go, you can put a traditional in there and they're not going to tip over. That is really cool. These will definitely prove useful. Alright, on to a pretty exciting part of my Briar West Friday haul. And I've of course put these in like the worst lighting, but I'll bring each one over to the light in a moment so you can see them better. I actually did very well at the Briar West Open Show. Way better than I ever would have expected. I really was hoping just to get even a couple placings, and I got a lot of placings, and I also got a couple championships. So I'm not going to go too much in depth in that right now because I'm going to have a video all about that, about my Briar West placings, and talk in depth about how I won these horses. So be sure to check out that video. I will post the link in a card in the corner, in the description down below, and also at the very end of this video. So first off is that I won a champion in the Light Breeds Special Run Breyer, I believe was the section and division. And so Breyer gave some kind of different models because there was an issue, which I'll be going over in the Briar West placings video. So they had some different models for section, champ, and reserve, depending on the different things. But they gave out a lot of Fletchers for the championships of a section. I'm also sorry if I mix up division and section. I don't mean to, it just happens. Anyway, but for like the little sections within the big divisions, the championships for a lot of them were Fletchers. And I think it said it could be either matte or glossy, but I got a glossy one. I am still so in shock that I even won. I can't believe it, and this guy is really gorgeous. I do not have him yet. I've always kind of wanted one. I was going to get like a matte one, and then I missed the deadline for the pre-order, so I didn't get him. But now I have one, which is super cool. And let me bring him over to the light so we can look at him better. He is really gorgeous, super stunning. Oh, and I just dropped his base. He is really adorable. And I was just super shocked that I even won anything at all. Like that I even got a first place was just such a huge deal. He is just so pretty. And I actually do really like him in gloss. I would have liked him in matte just as equally, but his gloss is really nice. So getting one section champion thing, I'm sorry guys, I'm really tired. I don't mean to be sounding crazy, but just getting one thing was super exciting, and I would have been more than happy enough. Like, this would have just getting this guy would have made my entire show like beyond worth it. But then one of my little stablemates, which actually wasn't doing super well in the stablemate division. It was just hard to place in that because there were just so many stablemates everywhere. One of my little stablemate girls actually won a reserve for, I can't remember what the section was called, but for one of the little sections in the OF mini division, won this amazing girl who is Celeste, the Breyer 2018. I forgot to mention that he's a 2018 Collector Club web special, and she is also a Collector Club web special. She was one you didn't have to pre-order. You did have to pre-order. She was later in the year. Anyway, she was the reserve prize for the most part. Alright, let's give her chance to come into the light here. So she was the reserve champ for the sections. I was just amazed. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I got another horse. The show day was just already like doubled, and like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I won another Breyer horse. This is insane. And she is really pretty. I actually like her a lot better in person than I did even in the pictures. She has some really nice dapples, some really nice coloring, and her mane and tail are so silvery. Oh my goodness. They're like, oh, so shiny and silvery. Or I guess kind of more pearlescent. They're not really silvery, but they're very, very like shiny, pearly, pearlescent stuff going on. And she just looks so nice. Actually, all of these horses are just fantastic. They look so good. So now I have her as well. It's funny because this was also a web special I wanted to buy, but at the time I was kind of tight on money. I can't remember what I think I just recently bought something else though. So I didn't really want to spend any money at the time. And apparently I didn't have to because I won her. Oh my gosh, I still can't believe this. This is just, oh, amazing. So 2 Breyer horses, 2 Collector Club web specials I won at the Briar West show. That's already like just, oh my gosh, so amazing. I still can't believe it, to be honest. I was just so surprised and shocked. I want to get into depth more about it, but I'll do that in the other video, so be sure to go watch that. Already amazing. Like, this was beyond amazing. 2 horses. How could I have won 2 horses? That's incredible. The end of the day came for the show, and my horse that won him went to the callbacks, and I didn't expect to get anything else. I was pretty sure that this was it. I got all my placings. These are the horses I won. The show was wrapping up. This was about it, you know. So they called the reserve champion horse, and then they called the champion horse, and I honestly still can't believe it. So I won the championship for the BreyerWest Open Show Special Run Division, and I'm blown away. And as you can see, this is the beautiful boy that I won, which is a Bristol Premier Club model. And the overall reserve champion was a Dundee, who I already have. So I'm really excited for the fact that I got the one that I don't have already. I'm over the moon. I don't even know what, I don't even have words. I can't believe it. Like, I really can't believe it, because Breyer shows are so competitive, and I just really, really did not expect to get this guy. And I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Let's take him over to the light so we can get a better look. He is truly stunning. I have seen Bristols in person, though. I've seen quite a few in person, actually. I've seen some at another show and this show, and then possibly the other one I recently went to. I don't remember. But I've seen him in person, and I've always been like, wow, that is a really nice horse, you know? I've never really considered buying him just because I generally don't collect models that are jumping. Generally, I have exceptions though, and he is one of these exceptions. So while I don't generally collect molds that are jumping, this guy is definitely an exception because he is wonderfully amazing. My goodness, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, his mold is absolutely stunning. His paint job is, I'm just blown away by his paint job. Actually, pretty much all of them that I've seen, because I've seen a lot of them at the live shows. Even, like, all of them, they're just so well painted and so well done. They just blow my mind. They're so incredibly gorgeous. They have so much detail. I'm also really sorry if you can hear a lot of traffic in the background. You probably can. But they have so much detail, like his hooves have all these little spots on them. He has mapping. He has dabbles. He is just truly gorgeous. His eyes are even brown. I didn't even notice that until just now, that his eyes are brown. That is so gorgeous. Like, he is just, wow. Incredible horse. Truly incredible. Like, definitely one of the best Premier Club horses in my opinion. Him and Shenandoah are ones that just, like, really are insane to me. Like, they're just really well done, I think, and look like they're practically like raffle models or something, because they're just so amazing and so gorgeous. I am really truly happy to have him. As I said, I don't really collect models that are jumping. He is a huge exception though, because he is just so incredibly gorgeous, and I don't care that I don't normally collect jumping horses. I never expected to own him, but now I do, and I'm just over the moon with him. So happy and excited about him. So there are the 3 models that I won at the Briar West Open Show, and I cannot believe it. It is just mind-blowing to me. So now I'm going to be cutting into whatever I might get tonight, Saturday night, at the Breyer Swap Meet and room sales. Alright, here is the last part of my Briar West 2019 haul, and these are all things I got Saturday night at mostly the Breyer Swap Meet, but also a tiny bit of room shopping. So first off, here is this gorgeous guy. He is a Appaloosa custom and even came with some ribbons as well, which is always cool. So he's a pretty cool Appaloosa. I liked him a lot for some reason when I first saw him and had to get him. He is very cool. And I'm very sorry the lighting is probably terrible right now, but that's just how it's gonna have to be. But yeah, he is really cool. I really like this guy. I also got some more stablemates. I've been getting back into buying stablemates a little more often now. But there's I think these are all like from the blind bags, but I don't keep up with them always, I don't know. But this little guy is really cool. He's like a champagne kind of color. There's a little rearing Arabian guy who's like a steel gray. I don't know how you pronounce his name. I'm not going to try to right now. It's too late for me to try and figure out how I pronounce this guy's name. But he's a really pretty chestnut. And then there's this bay. I believe it actually came from one of those family sets with the mystery fools. I could be wrong. But I really like this little stablemate mold, and he is a really, really pretty dark bay. I like him a lot. Also at the swap meet, kind of a random purchase, but I got a Hicksteed decapitated horse head, and I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with him yet, but I'm going to do something with him, and I think he's fun. I was making crinkly noises. I also got this cougar, who I don't believe I have. I do have a couple cougars, but I don't believe I have this exact color of one. This one's kind of a lighter tan. I have the little bit more darker medium brown ones. So hopefully I don't already have this one. And if I do, that's okay. You know, I like my animals. From Desktop Stables, who if you don't follow on Instagram, you should, because her tack is incredible. I got this adorable little saddle pad. Not saddle pad. What is it? Saddlebags. I got this amazing little saddlebag set, which has Purple Galaxy. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, the lighting is just making this. I swear it looks amazing in person. It's just, I don't have good lighting right now. But it's got little like galaxy, purple galaxy stuff on it, and purple. It's amazing. And it also has little water bottles, little miniature water bottles. That's just so cool. So I'm really excited to get this because I've seen the pictures of these and I thought they're just amazing. And so I'm really happy to actually have one. From Kylie Parks, I got the, I can never pronounce it, so I'm not gonna try. I'm beyond past trying to pronounce things tonight. But I got the sticker of her amazing custom, which I did see actually at BreyerFest last year. So that is really cool. Back here, I got a camping set, which I'm super excited about because I've been wanting a camping set for a while. I've been planning on getting the newer one that Breyer has. I didn't even know that they made another one, I guess, way back when. So I was super excited about finding this. I'm not going to take all this stuff out and set it up right now because I don't want to have to try and repack everything for when I leave soon. But it is a really, really cool set, and I'm really excited to use it somehow. Back here, I bought, like for $1 for all of these, are some of the cutouts from the back of Breyer boxes. So some of these I just wanted to get to add with the horses that I have. Like here's the Where in the World is the Pegasus treasure hunt ones. So I thought that was kind of cool to get one of those to put with one of my treasure hunt silvers that I have. There's an SPH Phoenix who I do have, and I don't believe I cut out his picture from the box, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to just have that with him. Glorioso, I bought Glorioso secondhand at BreyerFest last year, so he didn't come with his cutout, and I thought it would be cool to have his cutout with him. And then lastly is Alborozo cutout, which I don't actually have an Alborozo, but I have an Alborozo custom, so close enough. It's still kind of cool to have the cutout for that. And lastly, here is a lithograph of like Mustangs. It's pretty cool. It probably won't show up very well on camera, but I really like it, and I can't wait to hang it up in my room somewhere. And so that is it for my Briar West. I almost said BreyerFest again. My Briar West 2019 haul. Again, I got way more than I was kind of planning, but you know. Oh, and also just a little shout out. This is like I believe a digital magazine for the model horse hobby, so you could check that out. But that is all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a super duper awesome day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone!